And then once you do start your business, it's important to keep up to date on your books. Have a good bookkeeper. Again, someone that's going to understand your business.
You trust.
Someone you can trust, right? When we had our telecom company, we had two guys actually helping us with our taxes, and one was bookkeepers and stuff, and they'd be there at 11 o'clock with us at night. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, just going through all the invoices and getting everything done and making sure everything was okay. On top of that, my sister kept the QuickBooks updated and everything, so we're just heavy on the books.
Well, and one more thing, what about consultant? If you're doing consulting work, how many of you are consultants? You're considering going into consulting, right? Okay, what would that look like? Just a very simple, brief overview.
From what perspective?
From the perspective of paying taxes and what that looks like.
Well, it depends how people pay you. I've been a consultant on people's payroll, and I've been a consultant as a 1099, which is an independent consultant. Mm-hmm. Okay, and ultimately, I always set aside 20% of my income for taxes. Generally, once I threw into account all my costs and all my expenses and everything, I was less than that. But I always had money to cover my taxes, because you will get a tax bill. And so, last thing you want to do is think that your, $1,000 or $10,000 check is all yours. It's not. You have Uncle Sam to pay, right? And then, but what's nice about being independent is that many of your expenses are tax deductible. Gasoline, mileage, you've got clothing, your travel, everything. All your supplies that you're buying, computer repair, right? Ability to know. Okay, I know people that have had employees and played it slick and said, well, I'm going to put them down as 1099, but they're really employees. Okay, they get in trouble down the road. Or you need a special license. Even if you're operating from home, you need a business license. Otherwise, they can fine you. And I didn't know it doesn't work. You have to know what your responsibilities are. And there's tons of offices available in the cities and stuff like that to help you do that. We can also help you with that as consultants.
We would guide you.
Social media is not important. I'm just kidding. It's easy. But what's great about social media is that it's expanded the reach that you have. And as opposed to, not to talk bad about a commercial because it's great, right? Or Latin Life Denver. We have to wait for these things to print, right? If I want to put an ad out for December.
You could do it in Latin Life Denver online.
Right. Thank you. Well, I'm getting there. I have to usually do it about a month before, right? By the 10th of the month before or something like that. I have to let them know, hey, this is the ad and this is where I'm going to do my event and I want you to publish it in your newspaper. If I don't meet that deadline, hey, I'm out till next month. Well, on social media, I can reach people that usually I wouldn't be able to reach, and I can reach them much quicker.
You get them to go to the Tennyson event on Sunday.
That's right. On top of that, with social media, you can get people talking about you and your event with their network. And then those people can reach their network. If it's something of value, something of interest, something intriguing, it's going to get distributed to other networks. And now you have access to other people's networks much more faster than you could with print media. We do encourage you to, if you are looking for a banking relationship for your business, to look at Solera Bank. They really build a real close relationship with their customers to the point where she has customers calling her going, hey, can you find me a doctor? It's just that type of a relationship. But they'll help you, register your tax ID number and all that stuff to really help you get going.
Yeah, that's definitely a great benefit.
It's really a full service. And it's one of those, having a relationship with a banker as opposed to just being a number at a big bank.
And that's the beauty of this relationship, collaboration with Solera. If I'm going to recommend and suggest that someone follow my lead to help them grow their business, of course, it has to be a service or a product that I try, that I utilize. because, you know, I just don't want to talk the talk, I want to walk the walk. And so because I am a customer, a very satisfied, happy customer of Solera National Bank, of course, that's why, you know, I'm here to promote, we're here to promote and encourage you to consider, as you're moving forward, visiting with Monica and establishing a solid banking relationship with the business owner to meet your needs as you grow your company.
I just want to ask, when's the last time Wells Fargo invited you into their conference room for business training?
Yeah.
Right?
See? And let you out?
I know, right? Well, there you go. I think that's where you got my business.
So, moving fast and furious.
Cash flow, you have to know where your money's coming from, where it's going, what are your expenses. On top of that, you calculate what your taxes are, insurance costs, all that stuff, and then that's when you actually know what your profit is. So your cash flow is one of those things that you want to know when you set your projections and you have your operations plans and your business plan. Every month you want to go back and do your cash flow statements and make sure that you're on track. And if you're not on track, ask yourself why. What do we need to do? How much extra marketing do we need to do in order to be able to reach more people so we hit our goals? Or what's going on? Are we overpriced? Are we not offering the right product? Start listening to your customers. So that's where it all really comes together, is looking at your cash flow statement. So basically the blueprint for success, it all comes down to your business plan, your operations plan, your financial statements, and listening to your customers. And when you have a business plan, it's a roadmap, okay? When I had our telecom company, I told you we grew from $155,000 to over $5 million a year, okay? We went from 3 employees to over 50 employees in a matter of months. I couldn't catch up with the work. I almost lost my marriage over it because I was working so many hours, okay? But it was kind of like, the only way I can explain the experience is like being on a 6-horse chariot and losing the reins. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen like Ben-Hur movies and stuff when they're running, they're like, ah, you know, they're doing that kind of thing. That's what it felt like. But having a business plan was like losing the reins of my chariot in a track. Doesn't matter how crazy it gets, you're still on a track and you're still going to be okay. So having that business plan, having that roadmap is essential to your success and your survival in business. There's a lot of resources. Of course, we got the internet. You can go to Google. There is the local libraries have a ton. You talk to your librarians. They'll put you on to even a system called Reference USA, where you can pull leads of targeted market leads for free off the internet through library resources. That's fantastic. There's consultants, organizations, more importantly, Cheryl and I, that can help you.
So with that, I'd like to thank all of you and Lizzie and Monica and Solera National Bank for providing us with this opportunity to deliver our information to all of you. And I wish you all much success, and you have my information. Now, if you need a business plan, you can call me, and then we can make arrangements to meet, and then we can identify what your business needs are and really come up with a solid plan to get you moving. Get you moving in the right direction, okay? So with that, thank you.
Thank you.